Hello friends, in this third lecture of linear algebra, we shall discuss inconsistency. In the previous two video segments, we have understood what a set of linear equations are, and also we have seen how we can reduce a given matrix and obtain the reduced echelon form. Now, given a set of linear equations, there are two options. The set of linear equations may have a solution. And if the solution exists for a given set of linear equations, we say that they are consistent. And if no solution exists, then we conclude that the system of linear equations are inconsistent. In this lecture, we shall only deal with a set of linear equations which are inconsistent. That means there is no solution. Now, given a set of linear equations, you first write the augmented matrix and then apply row transformation operations and get the reduced echelon form. Once you get the reduced echelon form, if any row or if the last row of the augmented matrix is of the form all zeros and then the last element being equal to b, where b is not equal to 0, then we can conclude that the system of linear equations are inconsistent. Once again, I repeat. Now, when are the system of linear equations inconsistent? From the augmented matrix, if I observe that the last row is of the form zeros and b, where b is not equal to 0, the augmented matrix, you apply row transformation operations, get the reduced echelon form, and then if this happens to be the last row of the augmented matrix, then we conclude that the system of linear equations are inconsistent. Now let's take a few examples and we shall observe that if the last row of the augmented matrix is of this form, zeros and b, where b is not equal to 0, then no solution exists or the system of linear equations are inconsistent. Now here I have a system of linear equations. First, let us write the augmented matrix. To write the augmented matrix, I consider the coefficients of the variables x1, x2, x3. So for the first equation, I have 0, 1, minus 4. And then you have 2, minus 3, 2. And then I get 5, minus 8, 7. Now this becomes the coefficient matrix. And I also include the RHS, which is 8, 1, 1, and thereby we get the augmented matrix. Now this matrix has to be converted to an echelon form or reduced echelon form. Now how do we do that? That has been discussed in the previous two video segments. So do not forget to view both the video segments to get the flow of the topics. And do not forget to like, share and subscribe and press the bell icon to get notifications of all the further uploads. Now to convert the matrix to echelon form or reduced echelon form, I need to have a non-zero element here. The first element has to be non-zero. So let me interchange row 1 and row 2. So I perform the interchange of row 1 and row 2. Thereby I get 2, minus 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, minus 4, 8, and then 5, minus 8, 7, 1. First, to obtain the echelon form, this happens to be the leading entry and all the other elements below the leading entry have to be 0. So therefore, I need to make this 0. So what do? I perform the row operation. R3 is R3 minus. So I have a 5 here. So I need to subtract 5. So I will multiply the first equation by 5 by 2. So when I multiply the first equation by 5 by 2, the first element 2 gets multiplied by 5 by 2, 2 and 2 gets cancelled, so I get 5 here. So 5 minus 5 becomes equal to 0. So now what happens? The first row of course does not change, so I get 2, minus 3, 2, 1. The second row also does not change. And then I have the third row. So 5 minus 5 into 2 by 2. So I have 5 minus 5 by 2 into 2. So 2 gets cancelled. So I get 5 minus 5, which is 0. And here I have minus 8. Minus of minus becomes plus 3 into 5 by 2. So this is 15 by 2 minus 8. So we get, if I take the LCM 2, I get minus 16 plus 15. So I end up getting minus 1 by 2. So here I have minus 1 by 2. Next I have 7 minus 5 by 2 into 2. So 2 gets cancelled. So 7 minus 5 will give me 2 here. And what about the next one? 1 minus 5 by 2. So 1 minus 5 by 2 is definitely minus 3 by 2. So I have minus 3 by 2. So this is what I get. So if you observe, I have got 2 zeros here. So all the elements below the leading entry are zeros. Now to make things simpler, this is the first leading entry. The next leading entry would be 1 here, and I already have 1. I need to make this element 0. But I have 2 in the denominator here for these 2. So it would be convenient if I multiply the entire row 3 by 2. So when I do that, we get 2 minus 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, minus 4, 8. I would get 0, minus 1, 4, minus 3. So this is very convenient. Now I need to make this element 0 here. Now to make this element 0, we perform the row operation. R3 is R3 plus R2. Right? So when I add these two, this element becomes 0. So I write here 2 minus 3, 2, 1. Then 0, 1, minus 4, 8. 1 minus 1 is 0. Minus 4 plus 4 is 0. And 8 minus 3 is 5. Now this is the coefficient matrix where the last row, all the elements are 0. And I have a non-zero element. Now what does this mean? If I multiply these coefficients with the variables, I end up getting x1, 0 is the coefficient of x1, plus 0 is the coefficient of x2, plus 0 is the coefficient of x3 here, is equal to 5. So according to this expression, I have 0 plus 0 plus 0 equals 5, but this is not possible. So this means that the system of linear equations are inconsistent or there is no solution. So as I've already mentioned, if the last row of the augmented matrix is of the form 0 and then B, where B is non-zero, then the system of linear equations are inconsistent. So let's take a few more examples. Example 2. We have x1 minus, example 2, x1 plus 4x2 plus 3x3 equals minus 2, 2x1 plus 7x2 plus x3 equals again minus 2, and I have x2 plus 5x3 equals minus 4. So now let me write the augmented matrix. We get 1, 4, 3, and then minus 2, 2, 7, 1, minus 2, 0, 1, 5, minus 4. So this indicates the coefficient matrix, and the entire 3 cross 4 matrix will indicate the augmented matrix here. Now to convert this into an echelon form, I need to make this element 0, the element below the leading entry 1. So perform the row operation R2 as R2 minus 2 times R1. So we get 1, 4, 3 minus 2, 2 minus 2 is 0, 7 minus 4 is minus 1, 1 minus 6 is going to be minus 5, minus 2 minus of minus 2, which is minus 2 plus 4 is nothing but 2 here. And then the third row remains as it is, 0, 1, 5 and minus 4. Now I need to make this element 0. To make this element 0, just add the two rows, that is R3 is R3 plus R2. So perform the operation R3 is R3 plus R2. So then I would get the first row remains as it is, 1, 4, 3 minus 2. And then I have 0, minus 1, minus 5, 2, 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. 5 minus 5 is 0. And minus 4 plus 2 is minus 2. Now again we observe that the last row is of the form all 0 and non-zero element. So therefore this system of linear equations are inconsistent. That means no solution exists. Let's take another problem. So here again I have a system of linear equations. Example 3. To find the solution, again write the augmented matrix. So first write the coefficients. Coefficient of x1 is 1, then I have minus 6, 0, 0. x3 and x4 do not exist, then I have 5. And then you have 0, 1, minus 4, 1 with a 0, minus 1, 6, 1, 5, 3, and 0, minus 1, 5, 4, 0. Now first we need to convert this matrix into echelon or reduced echelon form. For that, this element has to be made equal to 0. So perform the row operation R3 equals R3 plus R1. So since I have a 1 here and minus 1, if I just add these two, this element becomes equal to 0. So when we perform this operation, the first row remains unchanged, 1 minus 6, 0, 0, 5. The second row remains as it is, 0, 1, minus 4, 1, 0. The third row, 1 minus 1 is 0, 6 minus 6 is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, 0 plus 5 is 5, and I have 8 here. Now, since this has been made equal to 0, now this happens to be the next leading element, isn't it? This element happens to be the next leading element, so I need to make this element 0. So again I can apply the row transformation. R4 is R2 plus R4. So in this previous elementary row operation, row 2 and row 4 were unchanged, they were unaltered. So I can perform this row operation. So I have 0, minus 1 plus 1 is 0, 5 minus 4 is 1, and then I have 4 plus 1 is 5, and 0 plus 0 is 0. So this is the pivot element. This is again the pivot element. The next leading entry would be 1 here, and I need to make the element here 0. Perform the row operation. R4 is R4 minus R3. So we have 1 minus 6, 0, 0, 5, 0, 1 minus 4, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 5, 8, 0, 0. R4 minus R3, 1 minus 1 is 0, 5 minus 5 is 0, 0 minus 8 is minus 8. So again here I get the last row, which is of the form all zeros and a non-zero element. So in effective, this would be 0, x1. These are the coefficients of x1, x2, x3 and x4. So I would get 0, x1 plus 0 into x2 plus 0 into x3 plus 0 into x4 equal to minus 8, which is not possible. So therefore, this system of linear equations are inconsistent, or they do not have any solution. So in lecture 3, we have taken a few examples where we have considered a system of linear equations, and we have seen the case where they are inconsistent. In the next lecture session, we shall take a few examples where the system of linear equations are consistent, but you may have a unique solution. 2, you may have infinitely many solutions. So what is the condition where you have infinitely many solutions? You have a unique solution, and we'll take a few more examples where the system of linear equations are consistent. So do not forget to watch the next video segment coming up very shortly. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe and press the bell icon to get notifications of further uploads, and thanks for watching.